Act 1. The Perfect Deception. Boston, Massachusetts, March 18, 1990, 1:30 a.m. A white car, appearing to be an unmarked police cruiser, pulls up to the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum. Two men, in full uniform, official badges flashing, quickly enter. They approach the guard, reporting a strange disturbance and an alarm signal from inside. They demand entry. The guard, later identified as Richard Abath, does the unthinkable. Instead of sounding the internal alarm, he tells them, "One moment." He leaves them waiting, then returns and lets them in. This subtle 60-second delay, this inexplicable moment of pause, is the hinge upon which the greatest art theft in history turns. 81 minutes later, the world woke up to a vanishing act. 13 pieces of art, valued at $500 million, were gone. This wasn't just a robbery. It was an investigation that would baffle the FBI, mob bosses, and even world governments. Act 2. The Unmasked Thieves. Once inside, the officers immediately call Abath back to the security room. They flash a badge, but this time the words are different. "You are under arrest for suspicion of complicity in a robbery." Abath, stunned but cooperative, is cuffed and led to the basement maintenance room. The other guards, the supervisor, all followed the same script. They were duct-taped, blindfolded, and locked away. Then the deception completes. One thief tells the other to check the cameras and call the precinct. But after closing the door on the guards, both officers vanish into the night. They never called for backup. They were the thieves. But this raises a core question. Why steal art? Unlike money or cars, a stolen masterpiece, like works from Rembrandt and Vermeer, is globally known, internationally tracked, and virtually impossible to sell. The value isn't in the sale. The value is in the blackmail. Act 3. The True Value. Stolen art operates as a non-official currency in the world's most dangerous circles, the mafia, yakuza, and even secret governments. It's a stable asset that appreciates. A $500 million piece today can be worth $1 billion tomorrow. Secondly, the art becomes a negotiation tool. The crime syndicate possessing the art has a leverage point against the U.S. government. Release 3 mob leaders from prison, and you get your paintings back. Even intelligence agencies, like the U.S. CIA, might use stolen art to negotiate secret deals with foreign governments. What we see as a robbery, the intelligence world sees as a strategic swap. And finally, status and investment. Wealthy collectors secretly acquire stolen masterpieces, hiding them for decades as a long-term, high-yield investment. Imagine having the stolen Mona Lisa hanging in your private study. Act 4. The Unsolved Puzzle. But here is the most shocking twist. The thieves didn't steal the art for any of those reasons. The thieves were highly selective, removing specific works while leaving behind others of much higher value, including pieces by Botticelli and Michelangelo. And the method was savage. They cut some paintings right out of their frames. If they were professional art thieves, why the amateur savagery? And if they were common criminals, why the meticulous selection? The 81 minutes inside were spent searching for something else, something far more valuable than the masterpieces. Today, 35 years later, the reward stands at $10 million. The frames remain empty. The suspects range from the Italian mafia to U.S. intelligence agencies and even Lebanon. But the reality is simpler and darker. The two men were highly trained operatives, and the art was a diversion. This is proof that in certain corners of the world, deals are made that defy logic. The stakes are beyond our comprehension. The assets are not paintings, but hidden secrets. The mystery continues. Who do you think was behind the greatest art heist in history? Let me know in the comments. Hit the like button and subscribe.